Hello everyone, this is Ross with Market Traders Daily, and this is today's video analysis for April 2nd, 2020. Today we're taking a look at USDCHF, the US dollar, versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis. First things first, before I get into the chart, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern US time, about 45 minutes or so from the recording of this video, unemployment claims coming out of the US. Of course, our last release, unprecedented jump in unemployment claims due to the virus and people off of work right now. The question is, of course, during this release, will there be any revision of that? Will the current release be higher, lower? Substantial news with unemployment claims in these days coming up in about 45 minutes. That could change everything we're talking about. Anyway, let's put that aside for a moment. Take a look at the charts. Of course, there's a couple of trends here. Previous uptrend as it was climbing from the lowest low to the highest high. Then we saw the market fall as the USD fell back down a little bit, about halfway down of this previous rise. And now we've seen the market go back up over the past 3 or 4 days, pressuring back into resistance. So the question, of course, of the day is this simply a recoil, a retracement before going back down again, or is it getting ready to make a new high? And then I think part of that will depend on our unemployment claims. Is it positive or negative news? Tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls, again, likely to have some significant impact to the market, so you need to be aware of that and always use appropriate risk strategies in every trade scenario. At this point, it looks like the buyers are becoming exhausted. We've seen a couple of attempts here into and towards the 97 level and the market falling off of that. At this point, it looks like the buyers are becoming exhausted, and the potential that we could be looking for it to turn around and go back down again. Let's take it down here to the 4-hour time frame and take a look at this. We've seen it pushing higher again along this little short trend line, but again, it's having a difficult time continuing that rise as it has found resistance here into this yellow zone right around the 96.70, 75 area. Look at how much resistance it's seen here. Of course, a breakdown of the orange zone, likely looking for that push lower for the dollar and higher for the franc. We'll look for it to go down, and of course, if it breaks this area, if the market decides to go bullish, we'll look for it to continue to go up. Right now, of course, stalled here prior to our news and poised for the breakout. At one point, well, let's do it this way. Let's take that line off and put two shorter lines. Let's put a line here and a line here. So we're kind of consolidating here in a triangle style pattern as the market waits for news. At some point, it's going to break out. It's either going to break above this triangle and go higher, or below it and go lower. One thing that we can look at is the USD, and it is also in somewhat of a consolidation mode, if you will, or a waiting period. If you look at the US dollar futures index on the right hand side, it's also kind of stuck between this blue and orange shaded area over the past several hours, past 24 hours or so. Been kind of stuck here. Into resistance right now, 99.75.85, but again, if it turns around and goes down after that unemployment claims news, we could see that hold resistance and turn back down again, which would of course lead the dollar franc lower as well. Positive momentum, a break above this blue zone, could look for the dollar franc to push back higher. So very interesting there. We're kind of poised and waiting for the news, waiting for a breakout scenario here. At this point, I think I'm going to wait until the news, but focused in on a breakout scenario above here, above the yellow zone, on positive momentum for the US dollar. We'll look for this go higher. Below here, really below the 96.50 level, the top of the orange zone, would look for the reversal for the dollar franc today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.